Hello! So earlier today, I was able to drop by the flower market to source for a few bundles of fresh flowers because today we are gonna make a pedestal vase arrangement. On top of that, we are gonna have a bit of a chit chat about life. Do you ever feel like you're being left behind in life and you find yourself in what seems like an unending cycle of figuring it out? Or maybe you constantly worry if your chosen career path is taking you to the right direction. Well, I'm pretty much describing where I'm at right now. If we haven't met, I'm Kay. I'm currently 35 and honestly, even if it's hard to admit, I'm still figuring it out. Some people say age is just a number, but sometimes we can't help but think that we're not getting any younger. I discovered flower arranging 8 years ago when I was somewhat forced by life circumstances to find another creative path to take when my career as an editorial food and prop stylist started to go downhill. In the early years of running the business, I have learned to fake it till you make it, and after years of doing the craft, sometimes I still find myself wondering whether I've already made it or if I'm still faking it. But 8 years later, I'm still in the same business, still learning and discovering the ins and outs of being an event stylist and florist. When I browse social media and see people younger than or the same age as I am, and they're posting about their life accomplishments, I can't help but compare my journey to theirs. I get in a state of constantly doubting my success and overthinking whether I've made progress in life or what. I think we give ourselves very little credit for the things we've accomplished in life because we tend to treat life as a race in general. But as we do that, we also tend to overlook our progress in our career, relationships, and self-improvement. I figured that the pace of success is different for each and everyone, and I've learned to be kinder to myself. In the span of 8 years, I've had my fair share of failures, victories, recognitions, and losses. And I say it's been one hell of a ride. Birthing pains, trying to make ends meet, thinking of how to sustain the business when you wake up in the morning and when you hit the sheets at night. These are just a few of the things I had to figure out as I grew older.
Did what we could, my friend, but now we're at the end.
I know that a job for life is hard to come by, and I'm privileged enough to have found a creative practice that makes me want to get up in the morning and feel alive. I've come to realize that there is no single definition for success. For some people, it may be based on how big your house is, how much money you have in the bank account, or how many projects you're working on as of the moment. But sometimes success can also be defined by the character you've built for yourself, the relationships you've managed to grow, the lives you've inspired and influenced, and most especially the experiences you've gained in life. This is what I'm sure of. I want to spend my days making beautiful flower arrangements. I want to continue to teach new florists and creative entrepreneurs. And most of all, I also want to continue to experience life to the fullest. Does this mean that I've figured my life out? Not necessarily, but here's what I realized. Aren't we all on the same boat, sailing through life's waves and trying our best to figure it all out one day at a time? To you who's watching this video, you might be 25, 35, 45, or even 55, but I think life is just designed that way. It changes, it evolves, we encounter new struggles and challenges, but I think the most important thing is that we don't forget to celebrate both small and big wins that we get to experience in this life. The act of figuring it out means you're not being complacent and you're bringing yourself one step closer to where you want to be. And just as we learn to figure out how to walk, how to write, how to thrive, and in my case, how to arrange flowers with my own hands, we'll be able to figure out the life that we have ahead of us.